Why are you guys so far away? Come, you can come closer, it's okay. Come closer, you can come and sit with me. I'll just move these things away, it's okay. Today I'm here to review the 4th generation of Apple TV. And here it is. Now let's compare this box to the previous generation Apple TV's box. As you can see, it got a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker, and a little bit taller. Some papers and stickers. I like it when they wrap the cables like this, because the other ones, when you open them up, they have these corners, which I don't like. But this one will not have any corners. It's perfect. This is the cable, electricity cable, and this is the remote. This is the previous generation Apple TV. Let's compare it with the new one. It is just taller. Everything else seems the same. No more optical audio out, and instead of micro USB, it has a USB-C output. Once you plug in your Apple TV and click on your remote, this is the screen you see, and you select the language and you select your region, and then you can use an iOS device to automatically add your Apple ID and Wi-Fi settings to Apple TV, which is just great. I'm gonna say set up with my device. Now, as you can see, my iPhone is asking me if I want to set up my Apple TV. Let's say continue. My password is Hairy Turkish Ball. Now it's gonna send the verification. Continue. And then I agree. So as you can see, when your Apple TV first launches, you have no apps, so it looks very, very lonely. You can turn your TV on, and then you can turn your TV off with just this Siri Remote. The Siri Remote is beautiful. It connects to your device via Bluetooth, so you don't need to point it. You can turn the TV's volume up and down, and with my remote, I can actually control my Apple TV. As you can see, the user interface has changed, and it's really nice. I can move things around, and there is now, as you can see, there's an app store, and you can go into the app store and you can download apps. I really like this new user interface. One of the problems I'm having is the menu button and the home button. Let's say you're in the settings and you are in general and you want to go back one menu, you have to hit menu. But sometimes I keep hitting the home button and I go back to this. You have to get used to that. It gets a little tricky. When you double tap the menu button, it goes into screensaver mode. And as you can see, now we have these new screensavers. They are called aerial screensavers. And you can select how it should download the new videos. You can see daily, weekly or monthly or never. And when you click the home button twice, you may recognize this multitasking window. You can switch between the apps. Now we have speed test, which is one of my favorite apps to use. Having a terrible internet connection right now. You can go into your settings, and under remotes and devices, you can select Learn Remote. You can add another remote to your Apple TV. One of my favorite features is under audio and video, and that is reduce loud sounds. What this does is it compresses the volume to a level so nothing goes surprisingly loud and nothing goes soft. The remote is really good, and then this touch area is really easy to get used to. The one thing I cannot get used to is I cannot rest my finger on the remote, because when you do, you're moving things around. One of the best features, and when I say best, I mean the worst, is this keyboard. I don't know who came up with this, but it's really difficult to use. One nice feature, since YouTube is an app, you can turn off autoplay. There you go. Autoplay off. Also, you don't need to scroll. You don't need to swipe on the remote. You can just tap on the direction you want to go and it will move. See, this Apple TV has A8 chip in it and it has 2 GB of RAM. iPad Air 2 has A8X and 2 GB of RAM. So you would imagine there would be a browser with the Apple TV or something more, or like a full-featured Siri. But the Siri we have here is not the same one. It's like a dumb couch potato version of Siri. For example, 2 plus 2. Really? Find music of Alter Bridge. What's the weather like? Give me information about Apple's stocks. Show me movies by Marvel. As you can see, the results are really neat. If you have subscriptions to HBO, Netflix or Hulu or FX Now or the other ones, when you search, for example, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it will take you to this screen where you can select where you want to watch it. You can watch it on iTunes, you can watch it on Netflix, or you can watch it on Hulu. Which is really nice. You don't have to go through all these services and figure out if they have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And of course, now we have game. Let me show you Asphalt 8. With Asphalt 8, you can use your remote as a steering wheel. Now let's look at another app. This is the yoga app. Now let's look at the App Store. Top charts. Categories, there's not much categories so far, and then you can see what you purchased, and then you can do a search. If you have the remote app on your watch and on your phone, it doesn't work with the new Apple TV yet. Let's say you're watching this. When you hold your finger at top and scroll down, you get to this screen, and I'm gonna turn the subtitles off.
And the setup I have for a change. And I always love
and I'm gonna say
shows about cars. So
what did he say?
Setup, I get to pick one of my favorite things to do.
Turn on subtitles in English.
And the setup I have for a change.
In the third generation of Apple TV, I was able to use Flickr as my screensaver, and I was able to use Flickr's Explore section as screensaver. So far, I cannot do it with this one. And say use as screensaver. It's not available. And if you want to play games, and if you don't want your remote to fly out of your hand and crash into TV, just like this. Oops, sorry. Now we have a remote loop. It is only $12.99, and I'm gonna unbox this. I'm not gonna show it to you. And what you do is you just plug this into the port. Now you cannot break your TV. I wonder if this works with the iPad. Doesn't work with the iPad. So let's get the band test. If the Apple TV has a bad gate or something like that, you know. It's not bending. Now let's test the remote. Let's test this. Oh, you can also get an external controller to use with your Apple TV, but I don't think you can use your PlayStation's controller or your Xbox's controller with your Apple TV, probably unless you jailbreak. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that subscribe button. I must have a subscribe button somewhere here on the screen. Hit that subscribe button and join the world domination. And let me know what you think about the 4th generation of Apple TV in the comment section below. And take really good care of yourselves. And until I see you next time, Hoşça kalın. And you can enjoy all these features with your friends and your you know, if you have such things. If you don't, it's fine as well, because then you get to sit in this giant couch all by yourself. That's really good as well. I like that. And no one can judge me that I like Man of Steel. Hey, hello, how are you doing?